We hear it all the time, there's hardly any optimized content for Android tablets. But is that the whole truth? Has anything really changed in the last 2 years? I'm Taylor Martin, this is Pocket Now, and these are some beautiful Android tablet applications. When Android OEMs entered the tablet space, it didn't take long for the media and consumers to start ripping the platform for its lack of tablet-optimized content. It was to be expected. Very few new platforms ever have an excessive amount of content from day one. The arguments were coolly brushed off on the hopes that the tablet-optimized content would eventually find its way to the then rapidly growing mobile platform. But that was over 2.5 years ago, and people are still saying the same thing. Don't get an Android tablet, because there aren't any great tablet apps or games on Android. It constantly comes up in conversation, especially when comparing any high-end Android tablet with the infamous iPad brand. Granted, Android tablets still don't have nearly as many high-quality apps or games as the iPad, but there are some seriously gorgeous apps for tablets in the Play Store. Google has paved the path for better app design, especially in the tablet realm, and it's beginning to show. For the longest time, Android lacked one almost necessary application, a beautiful and well-performing Google Reader client. Then along came Press. It's simple and it gets the job done, seamlessly syncing your Google account and pulling all the subscriptions from your Google Reader account. Its interface is not unlike any other typical Google Reader client, but the flat gray interface with red and dark gray accents make it easily the most gorgeous Google Reader client available on Android. It's sort of like Reader for iOS. Best of all, the navigation in Press is extremely intuitive. It's gesture-based. Fling to the right to go back a page, and fling to the left to go forward. On top of all this, Press vows to stick around after the Google Reader service is killed in June. Another gorgeous application for keeping up with your RSS feeds is Feedly. The interface, while quite different from Press, is flat and clean. But Press seems to utilize the extra display real estate more efficiently. Feedly, on the other hand, is a great free alternative. Google's own reader replacement app, Currents, is also an incredible looking application. Unlike Feedly and Press, it displays content in a more digital magazine-esque style. Once you choose a section you want to read, scrolling left and right changes the channel, so to speak, and scrolling up and down reveals new content in said channels. With expansive photos and a very clean interface, Currents is definitely one of the most visually pleasing ways to catch up on your news and other feeds. Not all the beautiful Android apps are RSS or feed readers though. Some are also great for all sorts of multimedia. If you're into podcasts and you have yet to download Pocket Casts, you're doing yourself a disservice. Not only is Pocket Casts the best looking Android podcast app, it's one of the best looking Android apps, period. The Discover tab allows you to find new and popular podcasts to listen to. Don't forget to subscribe here, of course, to our YouTube channel for the Pocket Now Weekly podcast. In Pocket Casts, there are two different views for your content that you've subscribed to, a library or feed view. In terms of design and UI, Pocket Casts is exactly the type of application Android needs more of. An application that I have personally been using for years now is called Pocket. Prior to the rebranding from Read It Later, the application wasn't much to look at, but it was one of the frontrunners to implement a beautiful tablet UI for Android using the Holo theme. In short, Pocket is no different from every other Save It Later style application. Save a link from your computer or mobile, and the link is added to a feed of other saved links and downloaded for offline reading later. The interface is simple. It's either tiled or a list, and it can be filtered by type, tags, or status, either unread, archived, or favorited. And the reading view is extremely clean, exactly what you want from an app that's meant to cut out all distractions. Best of all, it's entirely free. SpringPad has been around for quite a while. It's sort of like a Pocket for everyday things, a direct Evernote competitor, or a personal Pinterest. You can save links, images, videos, places, and all other sorts of content to your account. And these things are meant to be organized in user-defined notebooks. The interface is simple to navigate. It's extremely easy to start a new note or a notebook, and it looks great on larger displays. The best use we've found for SpringPad is to create a shopping list for all those expensive gadgets you can't afford. For a long time, Twitter clients on Android were mediocre at best. The interfaces were cartoonish, they weren't optimized for tablets, and they often lacked important functions. There are several great Android Twitter clients these days, but Falcon is regarded as one of the best looking to date. It was also recently updated to support larger displays. The interface and UX are almost identical to the smaller smartphone interface, but it's a two-paned layout for better use of the extra display space. The left column is a feed view for either timeline, mentions, or messages, and the wider right column is the expanded view of individual tweets you may click on, conversation lists, and content previews for links, pictures, videos, etc. No nonsense, straight to the point, and beautiful. One of the larger issues with the lack of beautiful content on the Android tablet front was the fact that Google itself failed to update and optimize its own apps for tablets. But these days, things are quite different. Almost every Google application has been updated for large and high-res displays. The Play Movies application, for example, is one of the best-looking apps on Android. Google Plus is also among the more gorgeous applications out there, and Gmail on a 10-inch Android tablet is actually the best Gmail experience I personally have come across. Nothing beats the satisfaction of physically dragging and dropping a batch of emails into a label. Even the updated Play Store is nice to look at, and it serves as a testament to Google's dedication to bringing higher quality content to Android tablets, once and for all. And that's only the beginning. There are applications that are already out there, ones that are being updated, and some that are about to be released that are beautiful for Android tablets, that are underrated. So if we missed one, be sure to drop it in the comments below, click the like button, and subscribe. And as usual, follow us in all the normal places, Twitter, Google+, and Facebook at Pocket Now. I'm Taylor Martin. You can find me at Casper Tech on Twitter. I'll see you next time.